Okay, so here I am on my phone, and I'm going to go to my Google Drive app, and I'm just going to open that up. So you have to download it first. Don't forget to do that. Once you get it downloaded, you can click on that little plus sign, then tap Upload. That will allow you to search through your photos. Now I'm just selecting all of the photos that I want to upload to my Google Drive. And so you can scroll through your photo roll. Once you have all the ones selected that you want, you're going to click on Upload at the very top corner. Just give it some time. Sometimes clips do take a little while to upload, especially if they're kind of long, but just give it some time, it will upload. Okay, now I'm going to my Google Drive on my computer. Alright, and this is where I want to go into here so I can download the ones that I just uploaded from the phone. I can click on Recent, and that will show me all of the ones that I just uploaded. The stinky part is that you do have to download these one at a time, but I only had like 15 clips, so it wasn't that bad. The reason you have to download one at a time is because they will compress if you try to download them all at once. Now I created a folder, and I put all of the clips that I downloaded from my downloads folder into this new folder where I knew I had all my movie clips. What's up everyone, Mr. Voiles here, and today I'm going to show you how to start to use iMovie. Today all we're going to worry about is getting all of our clips imported into the timeline, because that is a little bit of a job in and of itself, but don't worry, tomorrow we will go on to the next part on editing. So the first thing we want to do is, as I told you at the beginning of class, you want to go and make for sure that you download the Google Drive app and use the app to grab all of the clips on your phone. Okay, so now that I've got all my clips in this little folder right here, I can go ahead and open up iMovie. So I'm going to click on my launch pad and just scroll through, and there is the iMovie app right there. And it might take a couple of seconds, so just give it some time. Okay, and the first thing we want to do is, you can see here this is the iMovie home screen. This is what it looks like. It's just kind of this dark gray box. And what we want to do first and foremost is basically create a new project. So you do that by clicking on this plus button right here. It's going to ask you if you want to make a movie or a trailer. Now guys, I know that we're making trailers for this assignment, but I'm going to go ahead and click on movie. If you want to, you can look at what trailer has to offer. Basically, it's just a bunch of different templates to choose from. But if you go with a template for a trailer, your project is basically going to end up looking like everybody else's, because it kind of gives everyone the same music and some of the same like fonts and everything. So feel free to look around in there, but I'm just going to click on movie because that's going to give me more control. Okay, so here is what iMovie looks like when you open it up for the first time. Now, there's two ways to import media, and usually when you import media, sometimes whenever you have iMovie already open and you plug in like a thumb drive or like an SD card into the back of the computer while you have iMovie open, it will give you this little box that looks like this. Okay, so this is the import media box, as you can see at the top right here. And to be honest guys, this is the hard way to do it. I never use this box to import media, but the idea is that this box will let you kind of like browse through your computer's different like folders and files, and if you have an SD card, it will like show up on the side right here. But I'm just gonna close that because it's never really worked out that well for me. Sometimes it'll drop some of the clips behind. Honestly guys, I like to do it the easy way. So what I do is I bring iMovie over here to the side, and then I open up my folder with my movie clips that I downloaded from Google Drive, and I literally just highlight them and drag and drop them into literally right into iMovie. Now this is the part where you want to be really careful, because you don't want to drag and drop too much at the same time, because if you do, especially if you have really long clips, it will make your computer slow down really bad. So what I highly suggest is that you maybe do like 4 or 5 at a time. I'm gonna try to push the limit here and go 6 at a time. So that seems to be working out pretty good for me. But just keep in mind, if yours are longer, you are going to want to do that, you know, maybe 3 or 4 at a time. Okay, and as you guys can see, I got some really cool shots after school with a couple of, actually 3 volunteers here. So as you can see, this is looking really cool. And some of my shots look really awesome. All right, as you can see, I've got my 3 actresses here, and yeah, they're movie stars now. So if you see them, go and ask them for their autographs because they did a really great job. So as you can see, I've got some really cool shots. Oh yeah, that's gonna look really cool, guys. I can't show you everything because that's a surprise, okay? So guys, today if you want to, I'm gonna leave it up to you. As you can see here, you can drag and drop clips and basically reorganize the order that they come into. Sometimes when you import media, it's not going to be in the correct order anyway. So, but I'm not gonna go any further today. I'm not going to show you guys how to edit or trim until tomorrow. Okay guys, there's one more thing I want to show you before I let you go. Sometimes when you get a lot of clips in the timeline, they start to like line up and it goes like really long, and it kind of becomes a hassle because you have to take this little bar at the bottom down here and like scroll back and forth like constantly. So if you don't want to have to do that, you see this little slider right here on the side, this guy. If you slide that back and forth, that will zoom in and zoom out of your timeline. And as you can see, I'm zoomed all the way into that clip. So use that slider just to help you maneuver around the timeline a little bit easier. Once you have your clips in the timeline, what we want to do is we want to go back to, you see this button at the top right here that says projects? You want to click that button. It's going to ask you, what do you want to name this project? I'm going to call this the Shadow Snatcher. Ooh, that's creepy. I'm going to click OK, and there is my project, the Shadow Snatcher. So now it's right there, and I can always go back and click into that whenever I need to work on it. So that's it for today, guys. We'll see you next time. God bless.